That's right, I'm back. How you doing? Sorry for the last week's not, happening. Cue cards are back. Da-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Cue cards are back. Yeah, last week I was in Nisswa, Minnesota, with the family, and it was a really good time. I'm not so good at doing nothing. I mean, I'm good at doing nothing. I do it for a living, but like doing nothing. And my wife was adamant about that. So I spent most of my time reading Game Informer magazine. I have a subscription, not to be confused with my prescription. And I hadn't read like the last 16. Yeah, so I'm like a year and a half behind. And I caught up in like 2 days. So I read them all and I learned a lot. There's a new console, the Xbox One. Yeah, and so that's pretty much mostly what I did. Hung out, ate too much. And yes, my niece was there. Got to hang out and play with my niece, but she was, teething. She's like 6 months. A cool cat though. This one's for you, Vivi. I kayaked. Yes. Do we have a still? Do we Howard? Yes. Show the still. I tried really hard. I was out there for like 3 minutes, 3 whole minutes on the water in a device. Sorry for not enjoying myself, Lindsay. Yeah, let's see. I learned from the magazine about all these different video games, and I got a couple for my phone, and I was trying them out. My favorite one was called Monument. I got another one called Threes. I think it was Threes plural. And then Goddess, or Godus, but it's Godus, which makes me want to say Godus, but that's weird. It's like the word God and the word us, but Goddess is like Godess. So whatever. Maybe that's not how you spell it. But those are the 3 games I got. Threes was like a combination of Sudoku and that game where you're like, you move the puzzle pieces to, it was like that combined. Goddess. This is like you move the earth around, and then you got all these people. It's basically like Farmville for, people who like Lord of the Rings or something. But I don't know. In any game where it's like, hey, for $59.99, you can get these gems that will buy you this and buy you that. Not really a fan. So, fun, addictive, but I think I'm over it already within a few days. But Monument, that's a great game. Even though it was really quick to play through, the artwork is fantastic. It's like playing an M.C. Escher drawing, and the perspectives change constantly. Like when you move something, suddenly you're upside down, and then you're over here, and then things move around. It's really cool looking. I don't think it's super expensive, but it was very quick. I think I got through it in 2 hours. But yeah, so for anybody who's in those things. Oh yeah, and I also finished Walking Dead Season 1, the Telltale game. I played that again, just in preparation for Season 2. I really like that. Yeah, I think it might be my favorite, even though it's just like you make decisions, but it's just, the story is so great, and I almost cried at the end. Again, even though I knew what was gonna happen. Yeah, a couple games that it seemed interesting when I was reading about them were Destiny, The Order 1886. I was gonna say Titanfall, but I heard that the people who made Call of Duty made that, and I played one Call of Duty game, I think it was Black Ops, and it just like weirded me out. It was too real, like actual killing and war, and it was not fun. I'm gonna shoot things. I want it to be weird and insane and not make any sense, and like Borderlands or Dead Space. Yeah, I don't know if I'd like Titanfall, but it seemed more interesting. I don't know what I'm saying. But the two that look totally crazy, The Wolf Among Us, which I think is another Telltale game, and this looks very similar to The Walking Dead, and I just love that art. And then Gone Home, which I was hoping I could get on my phone or the console, but I guess it's just a computer game. But that one looks really interesting, at least when I was reading it in the Game Informer magazine. So, okay, games, done. MCS LP6 is finally mixed, I think. I think we're waiting to hear the final versions, but I think we're good to go. Working on art. We have a title. I'm not going to tell you what it is. And the record shall be coming out in early 2015, for sure. So look forward to that. And yeah, we just played a show. I forgot what the date was. I think it was Thursday, last Thursday. So a couple of days ago in Brooklyn at the Music Hall of Williamsburg, and it was put on by Converse and Rubber Track Studios, and it was really fun. It was a free show. A bunch of people came out, partied hard, got crazy. A lot of them got on stage and then immediately got off of stage. Yeah, it was fun. It was we hadn't played a show in like 4 months, so it was really cool. And we actually played Throwdown in the middle of the set. We never do this, where people were shouting it out. I couldn't really hear, but then Josh was like, "Hey, they want to hear this," and I'm like, "Really? I don't know that. I know I should know that because I wrote it, but memory, not so good." And so I kind of was like, just, what are the chords to the chord? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. And so we did it, and I couldn't remember the bridge, so I just didn't play. But it was really fun to play a song that, you wrote 15 years ago. So yeah, that was a good time. And, and the opening band was Moduli, and they have an album called Polars. And they're really, I'm trying to think, Brace Smile is my jam. It's the first song on that album, but they are really good. And if you get a chance to check them out, Mojolie, M-A-J-O-L-I-E. I would say this is just my sort of what I think of when I hear them. It's like a mixture of like Jawbox, Piebald, cursive, and maybe a little hot water music all rolled into one, but really good. 3-piece and just insane. Also saw, when I got back, I think it was Friday, Garfunkel and Oates. I don't know if you know who they are, but Ricky Lindholm, Kate Micucci, two really funny human beings. And they have a TV show on IFC right now that you should check out if you have IFC. Otherwise, I think you can watch clips online, I'm not sure. But they came to Minneapolis and played a show, and it was equal parts rambling, insane comedy, and music, but as great and as funny as they are, I think that you should see them live. I think live is where they shine, and it was a great experience, really good. I think their latest album is called Slippery When Moist. Such funny shit. So yes, so that's something else. Oh, and my favorite album, I'd say album of the year so far, and probably will be, is the new Rentals album, Lost in Alphaville. And I don't know for any of you who care or know, they're pretty much, yeah, they're the sole reason that we have a Moog in our band, or that we started playing keys. And I'd say that this album sounds like it just fits right in there between The Return of the Rentals, their first album, and 7 More Minutes, their second. It's like a perfect combination of those two albums, to me, anyway. But yeah, it's so good. And Howard, do we have a clip? Let's roll it. Right? I know it's just a taste, a tiny taste. The taste is free, and you gotta buy the shit. But yeah, I highly suggest that you go out and you get that album because it's fucking beautiful. Okay. Oh yes, upcoming shows. Motion City Soundtrack. We have 3 things going on. 2 of them are shows. One of them is a showing. September 13th, we're going to be at Thrival Fest in Pittsburgh. So I don't know if you can still get tickets or not, but hopefully we will see you there. September 14th, Riot Fest in Chicago. I don't know if you can still get tickets, but I hope to see you there. And then September 15th, I'm the movie in its entirety, 40-some minutes or whatever. I don't know, maybe I should show some music videos, some things, some stuff, some whatever. It's gonna be a hangout. So that's at the Bedlam Theater in St. Paul, Minnesota. I think the tickets are fairly cheap. I think it's like $8 or something. You know, $8 for a movie, that's not bad. But yes, presented by Sound Unseen and our good friend Rich Gill. So the full band, the director, the woman who put it all together, and you know, we're all gonna be hanging out. There's gonna be a Q&A, whatever. I don't know, fun stuff. I think we made some old school merch in the event that you wanted, you know, any of that. But that's it. And then I'm gonna take a few months off. Not like I'm haven't already. This year has not really been a lot of touring, but I think I'm just gonna work on fun art projects and things like that. So hopefully I'll see you on the internet. Feel free to join me on the Xbox. Backwards C9870, I think is my name. Haven't been on there in a while, playing with friends. I think Borderlands, I might have had it with Borderlands. I don't know. Maybe I should just take my level 15 character and jump into your level 75 character game and just like, boom, level them all up and be done with it. But I'd still love to finish all the add-ons. And then I gotta find a new game. So yeah, find me on there or whatever and tell me what co-op games we should play. Still have a 360. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Xbox One. I don't need it, so I feel like I don't want to get anything if I don't need it. This one's still working. Knock on. Knock on. Knock on! So yeah. Alright. See you later.